Hey guys, you are here with Faye from Raven Faye Special Effects, and today what we're going to go over is how I sculpted a heart using some monster clay and a couple of sculpting tools. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to use it for a pretty cool project, I think, for Valentine's Day. But today we're just going to show you how to sculpt a heart, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the main thing you're going to need is going to be monster clay. Alright, so just FYI, to start with the monster clay, I popped it in the microwave for about 5 minutes or so. It usually comes in this big brick thing once you get it all melted or whatever. I usually put it in a little bit of a smaller container, something around this size or so. And then, yeah, it will go, just so you know, if you warm it up too much, it will get super liquidy. And it'll be running. Usually what I've done is just put it in the fridge or freezer to kind of get it the nice putty type of consistency that I like. But yeah. Alright, after it looks like kind of molten lava and it has a nice putty consistency, that means it's ready to use. So I'm just starting off with a spoon to kind of make it rounded. A spoon pressed against my hand. And I'm just gonna mold it around until I get the shape I want. I'm making it just a little bit smaller than I think an actual heart is supposed to be. So just deal with it for you people who are going to be like, oh, that's not the right size of a heart. You know what? I've never actually ripped one out. So this is my version. Now that I have the base of the heart, the size that I want and basic shape that I want, I am rolling out some valves, basically making chubby little sausages. I'm going to make 2 sausages to start, and I'm going to put them together. I'm probably going to make all together maybe 3 or 4 valves, but the first 2 I am putting together, and I'm going to basically blend them together using the spoon and my fingers and all kinds of things. And right now you see me cutting a straight line and then starting to make the deepness of the valves. Now time to attach. So I've just placed it on one of the ends of the heart, or the frame of the heart, body of the heart, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just smushing it because that's a good technical term. So now I'm making one of the left or right atriums. I'm just flattening out some putty to kind of make it a round little pancake type thing. And now I'm just smudging it on the heart there, blending it all in where it's nice and party. Now for the aorta. So I'm going to make a little bit fatter of a sausage, and this is going to be the aorta that curves around and on top of the heart underneath some other pulmonary arteries, valves, veins, whatever they're called. More of that smudging action, because you know that always comes in handy, especially when it comes to my version of sculpting. I ended up first trying to get the holes in the valves or whatever with this little guy. It was alright, it worked, but then I found a much easier way, so I ended up just getting one of these tools. So I ended up getting this little guy and just spinning it into the valve, which you'll see. So now that I think it's gonna be my last vein pulmonary artery thing, I'm gonna make the other right or left atrium. And I'm going to put it on the opposite side. One of them is bigger than the other one. I believe this one is my smaller one. And I'm going to squeeze in the inside with one of my sculpting tools, one of my sharp flat-ended ones. Just to make sure that it is actually attached, because I don't want it falling apart when I'm doing the casting. So I'm going to make some final little veins, pulmonary veins, I believe. And I'm going to make them the teeny tiny ones that barely come out from the heart. Going with that same sausage effect slash sculpt vein hole thing. So now for one of the more fun parts, adding the detail. So when I looked up a bunch of pictures, I googled them of course, and there's lots of fine lines on them, as well as some type of texture. So I first started out with just using the thin pin side of one of my sculpting tools. Then I ended up finding a better method, which I've seen on millions of videos, so I don't know why it took me so long. But you just get a little plastic piece of something or other. I'm just using the wrapping from the monster clay, as you can see, just to make those thin lines. It really comes in handy because then you don't end up having to mold it down or smooth off the surface, because doing it through the plastic bag does that for you. So it's super, super convenient. So here you can see it's got some nice detail started to it. I'm just going in now and adding a lot more texture. Now for some final touches, I'm gonna make some teeny tiny baby little sausages for the veinage. Just doing that over and over again. Probably gonna do quite a few veins around it all together. And I'm gonna carefully insert from the inside underneath the valves and whatnot, and just work my way down, kind of zigzagging them, blending the very bottom and semi-blending the edges so they actually stick and don't come out in the mold process, which you'll see later on in the next video. Alright, if you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this, because more subscribers encourages me to make more videos and all that stuff like that. I hope you got some good information out of it, maybe some good sculpting techniques. And in my next video, I'll show you how to make a 2-part mold of this, and yet again another video on how to make a gelatin prosthetic of it, so you can use as a prop. Make sure to check out some of my other videos while you're here. Give them a little thumbs up, like them, check them out, share them, do whatever you feel like. Thanks again for watching, guys, and as always, check you later.